guess my story would be when I was in middle school, I was a terrible child. Well, before that in elementary school, I was really bad. Like, I bit people. I was terrible in elementary school. I wasn't a bully because I hid in the corner, but I was slightly similar to like a rabid dog. Like, if that image works for you. I was terrible. I bit people. Um, but anyways, in middle school, I was in the play Scrooge the Musical Junior, and I was playing one of the Cratchit children. You know, there's Tiny Tim and one other daughter that has like a name, and there's like two nameless Cratchit children. I was one of the nameless Cratchit children. Anyway, so obviously I like musicals, and so I read the script, and there's one moment where there's a scene where it transitions from the Cratchit house to the graveyard where the ghost of Christmas Future does a big revealing thing where he reveals Scrooge's name on the tombstone. And when we were transitioning, I noticed that the tombstone was the wrong way. So I was like, that's just not going to work out. So I ran over and I turned it around and then I ran back and we were transitioning and we were pushing a dolly basically with the table and chairs for the Cratchit house on it between a row of flats because they were storefronts. So we were pushing them between two of these flats that they had moved. And somehow the weight on the one flat had gotten moved, gotten shifted, and so as we're pushing the dolly between the two flats, the one flat just gets kicked or something, and it falls flat. It falls on me. It falls on my back. Um, it's just and the reason that it doesn't knock me out is because where my head is, there's a piece of fabric because it was for the storefronts. It was like their window, so it fell over my head, and it didn't knock me out. But because I was kneeling down, like pushing it, kneeling down, it was way worse than if I'd been standing up. I mean, because later I found out that I had sprained my whole back. So, yeah, that was not fun. Anyways, so I spent about 3 months or more just at my house laying in a lot of pain. Um, and I mean, I didn't really want to do anything. I mean, I had time to do homework, but because I was so much pain, I didn't want to do anything. So I just ended up laying around and thinking about things. And I can't say like specifically what I thought about, but just a lot of things went through my mind. And when I went back to school, a lot of people had noticed that I had like changed. And I think what changed was just a shift in personality from the most important thing in my life to wanting to be like this crazy child, wanting to be popular, wanting to, just go out there and like do weird things, and to like everything can change so fast that you have to be careful what your goals are and what your priorities are, and who you want to be and where you want to go. So I don't know, I think that's definitely what's made the biggest point and what's made me